Hello and welcome to Rule of Three's video review for Dragonball XenoVerse for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3. So this is the newest fighting game in the Dragon Ball series, and is going back to more of the Tenkaichi roots, where it's been kind of going away from that ever since Burst Limit up to Battle of Z. And keeps some of the good stuff from Battle of Z and combines it with Tenkaichi, and makes probably one of the best Dragon Ball Z fighters in a long time.
Rickum! Bata! Jice! Mono! Ginyu!
So the story of Dragon Ball XenoVerse is you play as a new character that you will create via a character creation. I'll explain that in a little bit. Summoned by Trunks to help him protect time, as there is a mysterious force at work that is changing the events of history and basically trying to collapse, everything by just making small changes, mostly in the form of making enemies stronger than they currently were when originally fought them by Goku and Gohan and them. And that's pretty much it. There's a couple of other things, but I don't want to get too far into spoilers. And on the whole, it's it's a decent Dragon Ball story for a post Dragon Ball Z world. There is a couple of meh moments, and the villains are okay. They tie back into some of the original, one of the characters from one of the sagas. Once again, I don't want to spoil too much, but it seems kind of tacked on. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense in my opinion, but they tried. But the alternate timeline storylines are pretty decent. Some of the changes, some of my favorite being, you'll see later a scene with for one of the transitions of Vegeta being part of... Actually, no, this should have been this last one. Vegeta is now part of the Ginyu Force because Ginyu switched bodies with him instead. There's one that involves Hercule becoming ridiculously strong, which is pretty funny. And a couple others. And it's just, it's a fun take on some of these histories. It's not quite the alternate histories that I were, the way they would play out as I thought they would. If you ever played Tenkaichi 2, I thought it'd be some of those kind of campaigns. And there are kind of those in another area. But, they're fun little side story, what if scenarios.
Will eliminate you here and now.
Gameplay is pretty complicated as well as simple. So I'm going to start off with going back to character correction, which I brought back in the story. So at the very beginning of the game, you're going to create a character from one of 6 races. You're going to either be the Majins, which is Majin Buu, Namekian, whatever the hell Frieza's race is called, Human, and Saiyan. So I guess only 5, unless I'm missing one. No, okay, 5. I can't count. And basically, you're going to take this, and from this, you're going to create your character. Each race has its own unique kind of stats and abilities. Majins are a little bit tougher, have a little higher HP, but have lower stamina, which I'll go into the stamina in a little bit. Saiyans are stronger, but have less defense and stuff like that. As well as male and female versions of the races, other than Namekian and whatever Frieza's race is called. They don't have females. You can only play male for those 2 races, but everything else that's the other 3 have female race counterparts. And they also have kind of a unique stat allocated to them. For example, male humans have their buffs last longer, but females don't. They have a faster, I think, regenerate. And it's a nice little kind of pick your play style kind of thing. I played as a Majin for my first character. Eventually, I want to go around and make a Saiyan and Frieza's race. But anyway, after that, you're gonna get into the world, and the way the game is set up is you play in kind of this lobby, which is separated into 3 areas, which is kind of your campaign area, your side mission and versus area, and your shop area. And you buy skills, equipment, which actually affects kind of your stats a little bit. You can make capsules, buy what are called Z-Souls, or make Z-Souls, which give you kind of a special benefit if it activates in battle. Accessories just for cosmetic reasons. And that all works pretty well. the really cool thing about this is the ability to customize the character you create. You can play as any of the Dragon Ball characters that you unlock, but the special thing about the character you create is you can customize it. So, for example, my Majin character has Gallic Gun, Destructo Disc, Kaioken, and I forget my fourth one. I think it's Energy Barrage at first. Oh, no, it's Sphere Crush from Jace, because I like hearing Space Australia, which I'll get into a little bit. But you can change it up, and same with the ultimates. You can make that character however you want, and the way that you can earn some of these special skills is through another system that they introduced called the Mentor system. So around the lobbies, you're going to find different DBZ characters. These DBZ characters will sometimes you'll be able to train under them. So in order to learn Destructo Disc, I had to train under Krillin. You train under Krillin by just going on the missions and using that move and beating the level with a high score. You then talk to that mentor again. He'll teach you a new skill. And you keep doing that until you learn all their skills. Currently, I'm under Vegeta. I'm trying to, I think, get Final Flash. But you can do that with, I think, up to 10 of the DBZ characters. And that's how you learn, their skills. And certain trainers have certain requirements that you have to meet. Like, I know Goku, in order to even get to him, you have to be level 70. There is a leveling system that every time you beat a level, you gain experience points. And you level up and you can increase stats. Base stats include, how much health, how much key energy you have, base attack, special attack, energy attack, stuff like that. And that system works pretty cool because it allows you, once again, to customize. And that's probably this game's strongest aspect, is customization of your fighter. It really allows you to build the Dragon Ball Z character of your dreams and fighting styles and all that. And it's really cool. And if you don't want to play that character, once again, you can go play one of the base characters. And they have a presets things, and and it's still fun with those characters as well. The best way to earn experience points is through patrol quests, which are kind of like alternate history quests to some extent. Basically, you're going to take on a quest, and these quests have a base objective that you need to complete in however long or whatever it takes you. However, there's also bonus objectives that if you do certain things, you'll be able to unlock special fights, which unlock which give you more experience points and give you a chance at better equipment. That system works really cool. It's also fun to kind of trial and error to figure out some of these events. And these events don't always happen all the time. You're not 100% guaranteed to activate these events. Which brings me to one of the things I didn't care about this game, which is the RNG aspect of these quests. Is in order to get the Z Souls, equipment, moves, and stuff like that from these quests, it's all based on luck, which is kind of dumb. But you need to grind, and that's the other negative of this game, in order to get your level up, because this game has a very steep progression curve. The game starts out really easy, and then by the time you get to the Cell Saga, it starts not being so easy, and you start needing to grind out levels in order to get your stats up, and you usually want to focus on like 2 or 3 stats and not all of them. Just as advice from me. So it slows down a little bit, which is kind of a shame, because it throws off pacing a little bit, especially for the story portion of the game. But other than that, the gameplay, like I said, it's more of a Tenkaichi style fighting versus what they've been doing, so it's a lot more aerial, fast-paced. You can use supers a lot easier and stuff like that. However, the thing they took from Battle of Z, which I really enjoyed, was the 4v4 multiplayer and mission setup, which is really cool. And I'm glad they got rid of the stupid, support range thing, because that was stupid, but they kept the good things from Battle of Z. So you can have these massive Dream Team versus online and locally. And it's really fun, and I really enjoyed my time with it a lot more than I thought I would. Especially since Dragon Ball Battle Z was such a big disappointment. This one seems to be kind of going back to that, in my opinion, Budokai 3 Tenkaichi 2 heights.
So, you refuse to show off your power. That's too bad.
Dragon Ball Z XenoVerse is, not going to be for everybody. If you're not into anime or Dragon Ball Z, you're probably not even going to care about this game. However, if you're up for kind of a different a faster-paced fighter that's a little bit more, a little different, or you really enjoy Dragon Ball Z and anime, XenoVerse is a great game, and definitely, like I said, it's one of the best in the series. And it's been a long time since we had a really good Dragon Ball Z fighting game. I'm giving XenoVerse a buy rating. Once again, this is mostly a rating based on if you like Dragon Ball Z and that animes and that kind of stuff. Kind of like my Naruto readings. If you don't care about this stuff, obviously it's probably going to be like a rinse or pass. But general game quality, I still think is a buy. So that's it for this review. So thanks for listening, everybody. Next week will be Scream Ride. However, it might not be done by me. For those of you who don't know, I am currently moving starting Monday. So I'm not going to be able to post any news. I'm going to try to get Lizzie to help me out there while I'm gone. But check out this website, rule3.com, for all our updates. Like us on Facebook and Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube channel that you're watching this on. Unless you're on the website, then go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel for all our when we post things. Right now, it's mostly still video reviews. We're working on getting a Let's Play and a couple other things up by the end of March. And those will be probably bi-weekly. And that's it. So until next time, always remember to trust in the rule of 3.